I'm a big talking man with empty words and empty hands. Sorry, awfully sorry, friend, I'll say it once again. A big talking man. It's a superficial art. It ain't coming from my heart. My words don't mean a thing. Listen to me sing. A big talking man. But I sit here on the throne. I sit here all alone, the loneliest of men. I'll do anything you say, not a penny to my name, 'cause the world is fading fast. The only thing that lasts is what I carry to my grave. So take yourself a seat, listen to me speak. You don't want to be like me. 'Cause the road that I walk down, it just goes round and round. And I did it by myself, can't trust nobody else. Still a big talking man. So listen now, you. After all these years, I can finally hear the truth. Now I'm telling you. He was a small-talking man with healing in his hands, and he walked across the sea. He set the captives free. He was a small-talking man. Was a small-talking man with blood on his hands. And they hung him from a tree for all the world to see. He's a small-talking man. And he died for me and you. What a crazy thing to do. Was a small-talking man. Oh, big talking man. That's a Brian Oxley song. Mr. Brian wrote that song, and there's more Brian Oxley songs to come, so stay tuned. Welcome to Storytellers Sessions. I'm your host tonight, Mark Allen Cash, and welcome. We know that you're going to enjoy tonight's episode, and thank you for all your support, and hit that like button if you will, and comment, and thank you for your support, as I said. And tonight's guest is, you might think these boys just got here, but they didn't. They've been here before, been here a few times, and we got them again. And they're talented young kids, man, let me just tell you. And Lance Curtis, let's have a big hand for Lance Curtis. Say,
what's up, y'all?
Right.
Man, it's great to be here, and I appreciate you for having me. And we've been out here, several times now, and we're starting to consider y'all family. And from the very first time we walked in here, it felt like family, and y'all are good people, and I'm real blessed to be here today. So But this is Lawson Wayne here, and he's my younger brother. We're from Batesville, Arkansas. We came 5 hours today to get here, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing the show. So y'all are gonna enjoy it. And this is a song that I wrote with a good buddy of mine, Jace Hine. And when we sat down to write this song, we're like, what do you want to write about? And I was like, man, let's write about a dirt road. Let's make it as country as we could get. Let's talk about all the stuff we love about the country, football games on Friday night, cricket, singing, and so we came up with this here. Ain't no big city lights out here, just a bunch of stars and a moonlit sky shining down on us all real clear. You can see them all for miles and miles. You might hear the whistle from a southbound train, hear the church bells ring from far away. When you're raised on dirt road, time ticks real slow. We ain't got nowhere to go, so we just let the wheels roll. Ain't no speed limit signs out here in the dust. Our philosophy's hard work and trust. When you're raised on dirt road, we got more trucks and cars out here, four-wheel drives on an O2 lane. We love Friday night loud cheers, hometown crowds and football games. Listen to the crickets and the tree frost sing and hum along to the melody. When you're raised on dirt road, time ticks real slow. We ain't got nowhere to go, so we just let the wheels roll. Ain't no speed limit signs out here in the dust. Our philosophy's hard work and trust. When you're raised on a dirt road. Oh, here we go. I can hear the whistle from a southbound train, hear the church bells ring from far away. 'Cause I was raised on a dirt road, my clock ticks real slow. I ain't got nowhere to go, so I just let the wheels roll. Ain't no speed limit signs out here in the dust. Our philosophy's hard work and trust. When you're raised on a dirt road, when you're raised on a dirt road. I was raised on a dirt road.
All right.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, here. Let's see. We're gonna slow it down for one. So, I've been very blessed to have really good parents. They supported me 100% through this entire journey and still do. And I wanted to write a song to, let them know I appreciate them, and kind of my way of saying thank you. And so I went to co-write with two guys, and we sat down and we're talking about what we were going to write about. And I told them the story, I was like, I've got really good parents that take me everywhere, and I'd like to write a song and say thank you. And so we came up with this here, and hope y'all enjoy it. We're about to release it. It's called Godless Hands. 17 years in the Arkansas heat, summers with Dad, pouring concrete. Son, listen up, this is how it goes. You can break your back or go back to school. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but that's how I'll raise my son. Can't pay them back what they deserve for the times they spent and lessons learned. Their mom and dad making me who I am. All the times I used to roll my eyes and the talking tos that I despised. As years go by, I start to understand. They gave me everything that they had through God and calloused hands. Every Sunday morning she had us in church, front row pew to hear every word. Son, listen up, 'cause the good Lord knows you're gonna need Him in the highs and lows. God sent His only begotten Son, and she taught hers all about His love. Can't pay them back what they deserve for the times they spent and lessons learned. Hey, Mom and Dad making me who I am. And all the times I used to roll my eyes and the talking tos that I despised. As years go by, I start to understand. They gave me everything that they had through God and calloused hands. Can't pay them back what they deserve for the times they spent and lessons learned. And Mom and Dad making me who I am. All the times I used to roll my eyes and the talking tos that I despised. As years go by, I start to understand. They gave me everything that they had. They gave me everything that they had through God and calloused hands. Calloused hands through God and calloused hands.
Fantastic.
Aw,
Oh, yes.
that's awesome.
Thank you.
Good job,
Thank
Lance.
you.
Man. And Lance, good to have you back here.
It's good to be back, man.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's been quite a while since you've been here, though. What, a year or so?
It's been about a year and a half, and so yeah, it feels really good to be back inside these walls.
Well, and your mom says y'all been behaving yourselves, so that's good. You ain't got
Man,
any
we've
trouble.
been trying to.
Keep
I
it between the
took a
lines.
road trip yesterday. A couple friends of mine. We went to Memphis, and we decided we were gonna go around shooting each other in the woods with airsoft guns, and so we might have got a little rowdy doing that. I don't know. I turned it on fully automatic and went to town, man. But it was fun.
Sounds like fun. We need to do that. It sounds like a lot of fun.
You'd never come out.
You know, our audio guy, our visual guy, audio visual guy, Ryan, he took up the bow and arrow, and he does and it's serious business. He was telling me all about it, the way you stand, the way you breathe, and it all has to come and play for you to hit your target, So, but that's good, And so, what's a typical day for you, though? Tell me, in this crazy thing we call the music business,
Well, being a musician, I typically get to bed really late and sleep really late. And when I
Typical
wake up-
musician, that's right. I've been doing that for 50 years. Right? So I do my best work after midnight. I think, I don't know. But
I understand that for sure.
and so you're 19 years old. I don't think you mind me saying, right?
No, sir.
And
No, sir.
19 years old. And I told you I was 19 once. I know you don't believe that, but I was. And you're 15.
Yes, sir.
Man, and how tall are you at 15 years old already?
6'4".
6'4".
Yes.
Good gracious.
What size shoe do you wear?
These are 14.
14. My goodness gracious.
I had someone tell me the other day, he said, I don't see how when you're standing up and he's sitting on that box, he's taller than you.
I
with
know.
the second
I
level.
know. Well, my dad asked me when I was 15, he said, does being short bother you? I said, no. He said, good, because you're going to be short all your life. And but you are, and you're not near done growing. You might be 8 foot or something. I don't know. But do you play any ball? I know you get asked that 1,000 times, don't you?
Yeah, I used to play basketball, but I kind of just slowed down, started playing baseball more.
Yeah, and the drums more, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, and the drums.
You're a heck of
for
a drummer, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, would you rather play that or a full set of drums?
Honestly, I don't know, because I enjoy going around and playing this a lot, and it's just easier to travel with and take anywhere.
Right.
But at the same time, it is kind of cool whenever all of it comes together.
Right,
and
when you got the whole set in
Yeah,
front of you. When did you guys start jamming together? Start when you knew, wait a minute, this might take us somewhere, What?
Yeah. So I started off at a year old and just fell in love with music. My grandpa had a classic country band, and I grew up playing on stage with him, and he never really showed that much interest in music when he was little. And matter of fact, we were doing a little mini show and stuff when we were like 6, and he was probably 3 or so, and we were out in the front porch, little family sitting there, and next thing I know, you just see him chunk his guitar completely off the porch and stuff, hits the bushes, rolls around a few times, So we never really showed too much. He never really showed that much interest in it. So I started coming to Nashville, I guess 4 years ago, and I started writing, recording stuff, and did music my whole life, but just started coming to Nashville around that time, and we got to noticing we'd be in the car and stuff, and he'd be beating on his legs to every song on the radio, and
Restaurants at the
Mama
table.
said, uh-oh.
At the time, we didn't know what he was doing. You're like, will you stop? You're just making a bunch of racket, driving us all nuts.
And then you found out he couldn't help it, right? Because he wanted
Yes,
to be a
sir.
drummer inside, Yeah.
Yes, sir. And that's when we really started seeing the passion and love for music. And so we went out and we bought him a cajon, and he started playing that for a little bit. And he played it for, I guess, a week, and I had a show in Nashville, and he came up here and played it. And he had some professional drummers out there come up to him. They're like, how long you been playing? He's like, a week. And they're like, shut up.
They're like,
So a week later, we were opening up for Barrett Baber in Arkansas, and we went and got him a little electric kit, start off, and we thought, man, that'd be good for him practice. He put headphones on, we would never hear it. So we're playing the show with Barrett Baber, and his drummer comes up like, how long you been playing them things? He's like, a week. He's like, no, you haven't. And so he's a born natural, and we got him a kit and stuff, a real kit, and he already wore those out, so we went and got him another one. And but we've been playing together for about 3-4 years now.
Man, that's fantastic. It's a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, though, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And you've got a lot of things going for you, and I'd say probably, and you may not realize it now, but the most, and I think you do because you've already mentioned it, your parents support you, and they're right there behind you, and what, most guys don't have that, or gals, they just don't, and especially in this business, you need that, It's a tough business, and, but mom and dad are behind you, and, it feels good, I'm sure,
It does. I'm very blessed, and you know, I wouldn't be this far without them.
I hear you.
They keep
I
me
hear
going.
you. Tell them you love them every day. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Let's say hello to my beautiful wife, Shelby Cash, is with us today. Hello, Shelby.
Hello. So glad to be here. So having so much fun with you guys. And if you guys are all joining in at the premiere, be sure to say hello in the chat below and just let us know that you're there and look forward to talking with you.
That's right. And show these boys some love.
Yeah, really.
You'll promote the show, and then you know, we have a good time. We have a good time. And so I know you can reach back there and grab another song out of your hat somewhere, right?
I got you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Mr. Curtis.
So this one is pretty much just about being out in the open road, and sometimes you need to get out and clear your head. And so it's called Land of the Free. And I'd like to say real quick before I start the song, when I was writing this song, when we were writing it, we wanted to bring in all the like 90s classics and stuff and reference all the 90s classics and tell a story like that, you know. And so I just thought that was so cool. And we're about to release a song. I actually have to go this Friday to get their approval. And I'm really looking forward to it. You know, you put so much time and effort in recording, and in the process of waiting for the mixes to be done, it's one of the hardest things. I tell people all the time, it's like fishing, because you get out there and you start casting, and I'm not very good. I get stuck in the trees and stuff, and my line gets tangled.
Sounds like me.
And so it's a patience thing, you know, and so that's one of the hardest things, and so I'm really excited to hear it, but I'm going to shut up and start playing the song.
We love to
the
hear you tell
stories.
your stories, man.
Yeah.
It's what it's all about.
But 90s. I'm like, I feel old. I'm like, 90s. No, that's good.
Let's see, here we go. Underneath the Texas sky, saw the blue in her eyes, dancing under neon lights on a small town Saturday night. Come on, baby, take my hand. We can still make Cheyenne. The race is on, do you understand? It's me and you on the road again. So come on, girl, and hop on in. I'll take you where you never been.
From the mountains to the sea,
You're riding shotgun next to me. No need to use GPS.
we'll see where the road takes us.
There's no place I'd rather be
And out here,
in the land of the free. Like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde, wilder than a second ride. We're gonna walk the line,
living on Tulsa time.
Hey baby, let's go to Vegas. We got some friends in low places out west, wide open spaces. Ain't it funny how life changes? Come on, girl, and hop on in. I'll take you where you never been, from the mountains to the sea. You ride shotgun next to me. No need to use GPS.
We'll see where the road takes us.
There's no place I'd rather be
And out here in the land of the free.
Come on, man. So come on, girl, and hop on in. I'll take you where you never been, from the mountains to the sea. You ride shotgun next to me. No need to use GPS. We'll see where the road takes us. No place I'd rather be than out here in the land of the free. Oh Lord, land of the free.
was great.
Fantastic. Man, you know, your music rocks. You know, you can't
appreciate
help,
it, man.
you can't
Thank
help
you.
but be, you know, bob and weave over here. You know, you can't help it. And, you know, you'll leave today, and I will be singing your songs the rest of the afternoon. And that's just the way it is, you know.
Man, I sure appreciate it.
Yeah. So, and you write everything you do?
I write everything I do. You know, I co-write here and there and stuff for the most part.
That's the first thing they're going to ask you, you know, do you write? And that's
Yes,
so important. And, you know, at your age, you know, it's usually not the case, you know, if we're a 19 and 15-year-old to be writing your own music. And so how do you go about, what's your favorite way to write a song? Would you?
I normally start out with the melody, and it's the funniest thing. I never really write to a certain idea. Most of the time when I write, the hook comes naturally, you know, it just flows. And that's kind of the way my brain's wired. I don't know. Every now and then I'll write to idea, or I'll get a lyric first, you know, and start with that. But for the most part, it's sitting down on the guitar, finding a cool riff or a melody and stuff, and just going from there. And but yeah, I enjoy it.
That's been, you know, thank God for modern technology. Usually now when I come up with the line and somebody says, man, that's a great song, or it would be, you know, I can grab my iPad or phone and jot it down because you don't want to forget them, you know, and I have many times, you know, and you rack your brain trying to remember what you thought of. And so do you help write at all?
I haven't yet, but I'm planning on getting into it and working with him some.
Well, man, that's fantastic. Yeah. Will he let you work with him on writing, you think?
Yes, sir.
I think you would too, yeah.
If not, I'll take him out in the yard, teach him a lesson.
That's love.
Well, you don't want that, Lance.
Well, you might be bigger, but just remember, H has more experience.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, you know, I told my daughter's boyfriend, I said, you know, he was your size, and I said, I can whip you. You know why? And he said, why? I said, because I'm her daddy.
Yeah, that's right.
Am I right? That's right. You know. But anyway, you guys, I'm so excited for your, you know, such a young age and getting all the experience you can. You're just going to get better and better and better, you know, and more experienced. And I don't know how more can you get now, but you know, you already have a ton of experience under your belt. And have you done? Tell me what might be the biggest thing that you feel you've accomplished yet, or you know, and if you haven't accomplished it and you're still looking for it, that's fine too. But do you have something that you've accomplished that you're proud of?
Yeah, so I was doing a co-write. I guess it was about seven months ago, and I was at ASCAP writing with a buddy of mine before the lockdown, and my parents were out to eat during the time, and my mom gets a phone call, and she answers it and says hello, and he says, hey, this is Kent Wells, and I heard about you boys from a client of mine, and I'd like to sit down and have a meeting with y'all.
Wow.
And her mouth just like dropped, you know, because
Sure.
we recognized the name right off the bat.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
He's been working with Dolly Parton for the last 22 years.
Yes, he has. Absolutely.
And, really great
Everybody
guy.
in the bubusiness knows who he is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
he's a good guy, and I'm very blessed to work with him. He said, are y'all in town? I said, she said, yeah, we're in town, and we're actually here today. And he said, great, can we set up a meeting at Skyway Studios? And so we said, for sure. And so we go out there, and it was crazy. There was like 2 security checks and stuff, had to show a photo ID to get through, and a lot of phone calls were made back and forth.
2 security checks for you? I mean, because of you? No, I'm kidding. So,
I asked the lady, I said, when you have stars come here and stuff, do they have to go show ID, or are they good to go because everybody knows who they are? And she said, no, they have to show ID. They said, we don't cut no slack here. They said, even if we know who they are, but they show ID, and plus that makes them feel special, you know, like, which I get and stuff. Everybody's like coming up asking for an autograph and stuff like that, and then you go there and they're like, can I see you some ID, please? So I thought that was really funny.
it will humble you quickly, won't it?
Exactly.
I mean, you know, yeah, absolutely. And it's good to be humble, you know. I introduced a friend of mine wanted to meet Vince Gill, and we were down at the club that he plays on Monday night. And I said, Vince, I said, would you meet a friend of mine? He said, sure. And he said, Vince Gill, how are you? You know, and humble, you know, very humble. You know, he doesn't have to say who he is because it's obvious, but he was that kind to extend his hand and his name to my friend. So
Yes, sir.
humbleness will get you everywhere. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I've heard he's a really nice guy.
He is.
I look forward to meeting him sometime. We were working on this album. When I signed, Kent set us up for some co-writes with some Grammy hit writers like Bridget Tatum and Pete Salas and Jace Hine and Bill DeLuigi and a lot of good guys, you know, so, and ladies. And we were writing. We finished all the writing part of it. We went in to record and got the first half done. And you know, it was really cool. During the time we were there, we met Lauren Elena and Ricky Skaggs, and it was just a lot of fun just to be in that same kind of environment, you know.
Right. And so, are you finished with your album yet?
We wrapped it up about a month ago with vocals.
Yeah.
And in the last month, they've been doing overdubs and backup harmonies.
It's a process, isn't it? I mean, it
It
really
is.
is. Yeah. To do it right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because you're not creating demos. You know.
No, sir.
Yeah.
We're-
Fantastic.
And
Well, I'm excited. You're going to mail me a copy when you get it pressed.
For sure,
and all?
man. For
Absolutely.
sure.
Yes. Well, let's do another song. I know you're enjoying these kids, and I know you are, and you got another one under your belt, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it, and we'd like to hear you do it. That's Curtis and his brother, y'all.
So, I was dating this girl, and it was quite a while ago, and she wanted some
Your
things
brother
I didn't
thinks that's
want.
funny. I got to stop you.
Was this a witch?
There's a
witch
story
girl?
behind it.
Oh,
There
okay.
it is.
Your brother started laughing. I said, "Uh-oh."
She wanted a whole lot of things I didn't want, and really wasn't ready for her, and so,
Yeah.
but she was a sweet person. It just didn't work out, but I ended up writing this song here, kind of about that. That's kind of what motivated the song, and I sat down and wrote with Corey Lee Barker and Rhonda Funk,
Wow.
good friends of mine, and
Good deal.
we were kind of talking about it, and we wrote this song. I guess it was 5-6 months ago, and we all just started laughing when I told them the story, and I ain't gonna tell that story just in case if she's watching, but it's a good one. I'll tell it some other time to you. But
I understand.
this song is called "Keep On Looking." I'm a plug. Let me start that over.
Hey, it happens, man. It
I bit my
happens.
tongue right
You hang
there,
around
man.
me, I tell you what, I do it all the time. So.
Here we go. I'm a blue-collar guy, not 9 to 5er. Get the work done if it takes all nighter. Say what I mean her, grass ain't greener. Never gonna leave her man. I'ma live one paycheck to another. Yes, sir, to your dad, yes, ma'am, to your mother. A firm handshaker, call you back later if I can. And if you ain't into that, better keep on
looking. Ain't no need to sink your hook in.
'cause I ain't in change. If you don't like trucks and you don't like ain't catching largemouth bass off the creek bank. If
You don't like the taste of this southern cooking.
better keep on looking. Never been much on city slicking. I'm an old porch singer, guitar picking. I'm a sweet tea slammer, good with a hammer. Save you in a jammer, guys. I'ma find a back road and tear it on upper. Take you out, get you home by supper. Back pew sitter to bend the If you don't like trucks and you don't like catching largemouth bass off a creek bank. If you don't like the taste of this southern cooking, better keep on looking. Oh, let's break it down. Keep on looking, keep on looking, keep on looking for anyone but me. I said keep on looking, keep on looking, keep on looking for anyone but me. I said keep on looking, ain't no need to sink your hook in, 'cause I ain't in the change. If you don't like trucks and you don't like catching largemouth bass off a creek bank. If you don't like the taste of this southern cooking. If you don't like the taste of this southern cooking, better keep on looking. Keep on looking.
Another knocked out of the park. That'll do it, man. Fantastic. You love doing this, don't you?
I love it, man.
I can just tell both of you do. Both of you do. Well, are you helping drive yet?
Oh, not really. Not in not here.
They won't let you drive yet?
I haven't drove here yet.
You haven't?
No, sir.
I
Yes.
drove one time, and it was like outside of Nashville, and we went from like the house that we were staying at right up the road to Home Depot, and that was it.
Well, now you're not missing much, I tell
I'm about
you.
to be 20, and I still ain't drove here, which I'm fine with. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, traffic is horrible.
Oh, it is.
Depends
You know,
what time of day and which
Yeah.
interstate you're on.
Well, you get there and you're exhausted, you got a headache, and you know, your back's sweating. I mean, yeah, it's the traffic is horrible.
That we
Just
came-
about everywhere you go, I guess. Right, Mom, Dad? You know, but... and you know, next time you come, I'm gonna get your parents on camera and talk to them a little bit, because I think they're just really key in this thing with you guys, and I think it's so cool. But as I've said before, you get their support, and they travel with you, don't they?
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go. All right. Well,
We've
let's
been
keep
to
you out of
Georgia,
trouble.
Florida, Alabama, and you know, had a good share of seeing quite a bit of the state, and they've been there every step of the
Fantastic.
way.
Well, these kind folks that are watching us tonight, how can they find you? How's the best way to find you guys, to get something that you've recorded, or to talk to you, or send you an email, or whatever?
Yeah, so we're on all the major streaming stuff, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube. Just type in Lance Curtis. We got some old music out. It sounds like country, and you can find that on there. And we're about to be releasing this new music really soon, and so I'm really excited about it and be able to get that music to y'all. And we're on all social media stuff too. So Facebook, Instagram, and we really appreciate the follow. It truly helps out a lot. And so
I told my doctor I was addicted to Twitter. He said, "I'm sorry, I don't follow you." Yeah, it's out there. I mean, you know, there's CD Baby. I use that, and there's so many different outlets to promote yourself today. And does Mom and Dad help you promote, or do you do all that yourself, or?
they help
They
run
help you.
accounts and stuff, and which takes
Doug,
the load off my back. It
Right,
helps me be able to
absolutely.
write. and
Right,
stuff.
so you can focus on what you're doing, yeah. And how about booking you? How can somebody book you if they want to book you?
We have a website. It is lancecurtismusic.com, and you go on there, and under the tabs it has an option for booking. Go on there, and we'd love to hear from you. Or you can just send me a direct email. It is lancecurtismusic@gmail.com.
Oh, fantastic. You know all that stuff, don't you? Shelby Cash.
And we'll be sure to put all the links below so you guys can find them. Also, if you've enjoyed the show, please let us know by giving us a thumbs up and a like. Leave us a comment, and be sure to share the video. And we'll, of course, see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. too. We're so glad. We appreciate all the support, and so glad that you guys are here tonight with us. And we're having a ball over here.
You drove 4 hours to get here, didn't you?
5.
Yeah, 5 hours.
Yes,
Wow,
sir.
man. Well, and you did it today. Are you going back tonight?
No, sir. We'll be here all week.
Oh,
so
good.
I've got a bunch of co-writes this week, and
Good.
we'll be meeting at the end of the week with Kent at Dark Horse.
Well, keep doing what you're doing. Just keep it up and keep working hard at it. And it's not easy, but you know what? You guys have got so much going for you, and it's a pleasure to have you. And I'm going to have you close this out with a song. Yes, ma'am.
I've got one more thing to say. I
Go right-
forgot.
no, go right
Thanksgiving
ahead.
is
Sure,
coming. We won't have a show next week because we'll have Thanksgiving. So
That's right.
we know
That's
you'll be
right.
with your
We gotta
families
eat
and
turkey,
we'll be with
yeah.
ours. And
right. And I don't think even this show could get in the way of a big turkey. Everybody's
You are a
got
turkey.
I know. Sometimes I know it.
Man, I was just starting to lose weight too.
I know. Here we go.
And here come the holidays, right? Well, I think everybody lately's gained weight. I know I have, and other people.
Not his mama. Have you seen her? She's lost 21 pounds.
She looks great.
Be sure to contact her to find out how.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
She's
Well, thank
doing
you for
great.
tuning in to us tonight at the Storytellers Sessions. And again, I'm Mark Allen Cash, and please keep up your support. We really appreciate it. Lance Curtis, why don't you take us home, brother?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I sure appreciate you, man, for having us. And everybody be sure to go check out his music, give him a big follow. And he's a great guy, and he deserves it, man. And I'm very blessed to know you, man.
Thank you. Feelings mutual.
So this one's called Small Town America. And it's pretty much just about loving your country, loving God, and loving your mama's cooking. So here we go.
Right.
Just a map dot off of Route 10, past the Rock Bridge, where the river bends. Population sign 403, where the corn grows tall and the grass grows green. Our deers are named John, all our girls are pretty. You might write us off thinking we're just itty bitty. So we say yes sir, yes ma'am. We bow our head when we raise the flag. We shout amen. Every Sunday morning when we're kicking back on the front porch, flags waving, mama's apple pies we're tasting. Where we come from, that's just us living it up in small town America. Around here, big time, it's a fishing hole with a worm bait and an oak cane pole. Hank booming on the boss, turned up loud, hooking those stringers till the sun goes down. So if you got the time and a jacked up truck, where the moon still shines in the bottom of a Dixie cup, we say yes sir, yes ma'am. We bow our head when we raise the flag. We shout amen. Every Sunday morning when we're kicking back on the front porch, flags waving, mama's apple pies we're tasting. Where we come from, that's just us living it up in small town America. We say yes sir, yes ma'am. We bow our head when we raise the flag. We shout amen. Every Sunday morning when we're kicking back on the front porch, flags waving, mama's apple pies we're tasting. Where we come from, that's just us living it up. Where we come from, we're just living it up in small town America. Man, it's great to be American tonight. In small town America. Here in America.